During the Second World War, the brave pilots of the U.S. Army Air Corps flew various types of dangerous missions. One of the most dangerous involved flying over enemy lines to gather information on enemy troop positions firsthand. These pilots flew unarmed in fabric-covered Piper Grasshopper L-4s, often returning to base riddled in bullet holes.
That test was much easier than I expected. I agree, I think we did well.
Urbana High School, Urbana, Illinois, 1942. High school history teacher Charles Carpenter prepares his daily lesson.
Now, let us turn our attention to the European theater.
After the insidious Japanese attack on our naval forces at Pearl Harbor, our boys from all corners of America are answering the call. In the streets outside the recruitment centers, our young men line up to enlist in the Army, Navy, and the Marines. From there, they head out for basic training. Here are some of our boys in the Army Air Corps swearing in to take the fight to the enemy.
Bun, I've been thinking on something. A long while now.
You've been thinking on everything lately. Most of it keeps you pacing holes in the floor.
Yeah. This one's bigger than. I want to enlist.
No. You're 29. You're my husband and you're Carol's father. You can't leave us.
I know. I know all that. And I'm here, safe, making parts. It don't sit right with me.
You are doing your part. You're building what they need. That matters.
It does. But it ain't the same. When Carol grows up and asks what I did in the war, what am I supposed to say? That I stayed home because it was easier?
Easier? You think raising a baby alone is easier? You think waiting for a telegram is easier?
No. God, no. Bunny, I'm scared too. But I can't shake the feeling that I'm supposed to be out there.
I hate this. I hate that it's taking you from me. But if this is what you need to do, then I won't stand in your way.
Thank you. I won't forget what you're giving up for this.
Just come home, Charles. That's all I want.
Next. Full legal name.
George Harrelson.
Age and date of birth. 23, March 4th, 1920. Place of birth. Mobile, Alabama. Home address. 214 Oak Street, Mobile. Marital status. Single. Dependents. None. Medical line, move along. Next. Full legal name, Joseph Gustav Molina. Age and date of birth, 21, February 12th, 1921. Place of birth, Cuba. Home address, 922 Barreto Street, Bronx, New York. Marital status, single. Dependents, none. Citizenship, it's been applied for. Next station, keep moving. Next. Full legal name, Charles Carpenter. Age and date of birth, 29. Born August 29th, 1912. Place of birth, Eddington, Illinois. Home address, Urbana, Illinois. Marital status, Married.
Dependents?
2. My wife and my daughter. Citizenship. U.S. citizen. All right, Carpenter, move along. Next.
It sure has been a long haul. Yeah, but we're almost there. Hey, bud. Why'd you bring your suitcase aboard? Wasn't I supposed to?
You know I did wonder why nobody had theirs. You were supposed to give it to the porter. Just where are you from? Urbana, Illinois. Figures. I'm Hector Higgins of Detroit. And your name? Glad to meet you. I'm Charles Carpenter.
Well, tell me, Chuck, what's an old man like you doing on this train?
Cut. I just want to do my part, that's all. Really, Pop, you expect to keep up with the rest of us? That's rich.
So tell me, Hector, why'd you sign up?
You're kidding? I did it to spite my father, the great Herman Higgins, president at Higgins Motors.
I wasn't even thinking of enlisting until he told me I couldn't. He said he'd stop me.
Sweet, huh? After that, he pulled a few strings. So, when I'm done with basic, he has me set up to work in Washington for some general. Sweet, huh?
Yeah, real sweet. Pardon me, but I wouldn't like anyone to trip over my suitcase. I'm gonna check it in with the porter.
Suit yourself, Pops. I guess we're bunkmates. I'm Charles Carpenter. Yeah, I guess so. Name's Frank Dill. Oh, I'm from Kentucky. How about you? Illinois. I see you
Carpenter
have a
was no
fishing
stranger
rod.
to military protocol.
What do you use for bait?
After graduation from Rock Island High School, he went on to study at the Roosevelt Military
Depends on what
Academy.
I'm fishing for.
And while attending Center College in Kentucky,
for instance.
he joined the civilian pilot training program, where he learned to fly. Because he was college educated and a certified flight instructor, he was commissioned as a second lieutenant. At first, he was assigned to the infantry, but later he was assigned to the Army Air Corps, where he received his flight training. Later, the Army assigned him as a flight instructor.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. You have been selected for reconnaissance flight training. Thank you, sir. When do I start? Right away. Report to the hangar in the morning. In a way, you're right. It is a J-3 Piper airframe, but it's been modified for military use. Notice the larger windows. They afford you a greater view of the battlefield. Is that a radio, sir? Two-way. For use in communicating with the ground forces. No armament, sir? You're a reconnaissance-only pilot, Lieutenant. This is not a fighter aircraft. I'll give you that, sir.
Not only was it a Piper Cub, he had flown the J-3 Piper before the war. He even instructed others, back in the States, how to fly them. After a few weeks, and several solos, Carpenter had yet to receive his wings. So, on another training flight, he decided to show his flight instructor just what the L-4 could do.
So, how many solos do I have to fly before they give me my wings? It might not be too long. I heard that the Major is asking for you. Okay. He'd better have great news. 10 solos must be enough. I'm more than ready. I'm not getting any younger. Yeah, Pops. You're definitely not. Why don't you and the boys stop calling me Pops? Not gonna happen. But we do like you. Anyway, you better get your tail over to the Major. Will do, kid. Is that peach fuzz on your chin? Need me to teach you how to shave? Very funny. Now, get out of here.
Lieutenant Carpenter.
Yes, sir. I understand you wanted to see me, sir.
According to your flight instructor, you're an excellent pilot.
Well, to be honest, sir, I learned to fly before I enlisted.
Lieutenant, first, let me say you have earned your wings. You're now a certified pilot. But, to be perfectly honest, I held you back because I didn't know what to do with you.
Excuse me, sir. I don't know where you are going with this.
Lieutenant, the Army has all the reconnaissance pilots it needs for the time being.
So I'm not going overseas? Sir?
Not anytime soon. The Army needs fighter and bomber pilots. You'll remain stationed here until we're able to put ground forces in France. The Army will need recon pilots when that happens.
So, in the meantime, you are to serve as a flight instructor. Any questions, Lieutenant?
No, sir. But I do feel disappointed, sir.
Get over it. You're dismissed.
Well, don't that beat all?
With the D-Day invasion behind them, the Allied forces begin to push the Germans across France. Troops of the U.S. Third Army, after capturing the town in an intense street fight, go from house to house, routing out any remaining Germans.
Sorry, boys. We ain't going nowhere. Old Betsy's had it.
Lieutenant Charles Carpenter, along with other reconnaissance pilots,
How much further, Private?
finally arrive in France.
Not much, sir. We have just one more checkpoint ahead, sir.
Well, as I live and breathe, it's Pops Carpenter. I thought you'd wash out at boot camp. Guess the Army is hard up. Sweet, huh? I can't believe my eyes. Hector Higgins, if I remember right. Didn't your daddy set you up with a cushy job in Washington, or did you grow a spine? There was this redhead, a real beauty. Anyways, it seemed that she was the wife of a very important British officer. He found out, I take it. He sure did. And the next thing I knew, I was transferred to London. Well, London didn't work out either. I'm a young man. I got needs. But a certain major didn't like me rubbing shoulders with his daughter. Know what I mean? Heck yeah, I know what you mean. I'd love to stay to hear more about it. But I came here to get my orders. Killjoy, you're assigned to the 4th Armored Division as a reconnaissance pilot. What do you know? A flyboy. That's right. Paper pusher. I'd say stay out of trouble, but what's the point?
Where to, Lieutenant, sir? Fourth Armored Division Private. I could sure use a cold beer right about now.
Me too, sir. Maybe we can.
The American 3rd Army, 4th Armored Division. The Americans in camp get to relax for a moment as the Army prepares for its next assault.
Go figure.
Excuse me, Private. Where can I find the flight commander?
You'll find Major Paris in his tent. Just follow the path to the left. Between the tents. His is at the end. Lieutenant.
Charles Carpenter. I'm a recon pilot. Just got in. I can store your things for you, Lieutenant? No, that's okay. I'd rather hang on to it. At my wife and kids' pictures, I like to know where they are. You understand. Of course, sir. Is there anything else I can help you with, sir? No, Private. At least now I know where I'm going. Thank you, Private. It's O'Reilly. Private William O'Reilly, sir. Thank you, Private O'Reilly. I'm looking for Major Pearce.
You've come just to the right place. The Major is inside.
Thank you, Sergeant. Pardon me. Major Pearce? Who else would I be? What is it, Lieutenant? I'm very busy. Lieutenant Charles Carpenter. Reporting for duty, sir. Carpenter, huh? Just how old are you, Lieutenant? 31, sir. I see. I take it you're trained to fly grasshoppers. Yes, sir. I know it from prop to tail, sir. Very well, Lieutenant. Burns here. We'll show you to your quarters. That is all, Lieutenant. You're dismissed.
As he looked around, he thought to himself that he was finally in the war.
Lieutenant, here are your quarters, sir.
Thank you, Corporal Burns. But why do I raid a barracks while so many soldiers are in tents?
Lieutenant, sir. It's very simple, sir. Officers, especially pilots, get the barracks. The enlist men all get tents.
Lieutenant Carpenter?
Yes, I'm Lieutenant Carpenter. Where is everybody?
They're not here, sir. They are all over at the officers' club, sir.
I see. What can I do for you, Private?
Sir, I've been ordered to take you there. I have a Jeep outside, sir.
All right, Private. Give me a minute to change first.
Sir. Sorry, sir. There's no time to change, sir. I'm to take you there upon your arrival, sir!
Well, then I guess we'd better get going, Private.
Yes, sir! Follow me, Lieutenant! I hear we'll be going the day after tomorrow. This sitting around is for the birds! It can't be. Pops! Over here!
Well, well, well. If it isn't young Peach Fuzz. Never thought I'd see you again.
Me neither. Why are you dressed like that?
Some private was impatient to get me here. Said I couldn't change first. So, what's the big deal anyways?
Are you kidding? Patton himself is coming through. On a not-so-surprise inspection tour. Pops, this is my good friend Gus.
Glad to meet you, Gus. But don't call me Pops, okay? Or you either, Frank.
Okay. Okay, what should I call you? Chuck? Charlie?
Either or will be fine. Anything but Pops.
You got it, Chucky. Up for some poker? The meantime?
Sure. Gus, you coming?
You bet. I'm feeling very lucky.
After a time, Lieutenant Carpenter became displeased with his assignment. He didn't feel really in the war yet. Then one day,
When did the crowd start shooting at scouts? Roger. They have artillery, and the Germans are digging in. Over. There's a large convoy of German tanks and ground troops, along with artillery moving down the northeast road. Headed home. Over.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Hey, Chuck. What's with all the ventilation? Ain't it cold enough for you up there?
Very funny, Frank. For some reason, the crew started firing at me. Not a few pot shots, I'm used to that. They were really trying to bring me down.
Yeah. Gus also had his plane shot up. Surprised the heck out of him.
This is crazy. I don't like being shot at. Especially when I can't shoot back.
Wow, look at those holes. Looks like Swiss cheese, Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, you should name your plane Chuck E. Cheese. You know, like the fighters. Or maybe Holy Glory. What you think, Chuck?
Chuck E.'s cheese? No way, Frank. I don't see any damage other than these bullet holes. They went right through. Wow, Chuck. I can see right through those holes. How low are you flying? Very low. I like to stir up the Germans before I fly over the battlefields. Guess I need to fly higher next time. You know, Chuck, some of the boys are talking about carrying pistols to shoot back. Others are gonna fly with grenades. Maybe even some small bombs.
Great.
Grenades, huh? You soldiers got a minute?
Can I help you, Lieutenant? What's with the cannon?
I've got a little job for you, if you're interested.
Jobs usually require payment. What you have in mind? So you see, if you can mount this bazooka to one of my wing struts, I can knock out some Germans. To the strut, huh? Yeah, I can manage that. But how would you fire it? I was hoping you could somehow adjust the trigger so I could fire it from inside the cockpit. Maybe by a switch, perhaps. Yeah, that might work. Think you can hit anything? It's worth trying. Okay, Lieutenant. It'll cost you a few bottles of whiskey, though. When you put your money where your mouth is, so to speak, I'll get started.
Higgins, I want a case of your finest whiskey. A case of whiskey, huh? Now that's rich. What makes you think that I could get you whiskey, let alone a case? Words all over camp. If you want anything, you can get it from Higgins. Listen, Chucky. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, you don't, huh? You listen, Higgy. This isn't Washington. But you could be in Leavenworth real soon, if catch my drift. Okay, it'll cost you $50. Just for old times. You'll do it for free. For free? Well, you got me over a barrel. Go to the supply tent in about an hour. Tell them Valentino sent you. Just for old times.
Sergeant Grubber, will this do?
Do you bet! White Horse! We'll get started early in the morning. Well, boy, give it here.
To tell the truth, I never thought you could hit the target. Especially 3 times.
Well, to be honest, neither did I. It took a little finesse, but I figured it out. I want to mount 3 more.
3 more! I think they'll fit. Let's get it done before the Major finds out.
Locking it down.
Needs to be dead nuts on.
Looks good to me.
Well, Frank, what do you think?
To be honest with you, I don't know what to think. Looks a little top-heavy to me.
Top-heavy? You don't know what you're talking about, boy. She flies like a hawk.
Like a hawk, huh, Chuck? What's that you painted on your plane? Rosie the Rocketer. Shouldn't it be Rocketeer? Did you run out of white paint?
You know, Rosie the Riveter. Riveter Rocketer. Rosie the Rocketer. Get it?
Whatever. She looks like something right out of Flash Gordon.
More like Buck Rogers to me. You should have seen her hit her practice targets. Never seen anything like it.
Wait a minute. You actually tested it? Frank!
Yeah, but practice time is over. I'm taking her up. Wish me luck. I'm headed across German lines. I'm intending to fire a rocket right up Rommel's butt!
See you when you get back. I'll find you some white paint. Sergeant Gruber, I want 3 more. A little more firepower, if you don't mind.
On the other strut. Whatever you say, Lieutenant. Bring them with you in the morning.
September 20th, 1944. The Battle of Ericourt. On the second day, the intensity of the battle reached its peak. As German forces of the 111th Panzer Brigade of the 5th Panzer Army launched several counterattacks against the 4th Armored Division of Patton's 3rd Army. In the early morning fog, Panzer units had pushed the Americans back, pushing towards the U.S. 3rd Army headquarters. General Patton hung pat as his troops were taken a pounding. Effectively pinning down the American support units.
report says the fog is thinning, so I've called for an airstrike to free up our reserves. Now, once they begin...
Shortly after, the fog had diminished enough for a flight group of American P-47 fighters to move in. They quickly broke off into pairs and dove towards the battlefield below. They flew in pairs above the battlefield, picked their targets, and dove in on the enemy. They strafed the German forces with machine gun fire. Making several passes, punishing the Germans, until they ran out of ammunition.
There are several tank groups moving south to southeast, with artillery and troops behind them.
Lieutenant Carpenter turns his plane into a steep dive. Flying low and fast, he speeds over the enemy. He heads towards a column of German tank destroyers and fires all 6 of his rockets. With all his rockets fired, he returns to base and reloads and heads back to rejoin the battle. He would go on to fly 3 more sorties that day. Once he lined up on the enemy, he attacked. Flying low and fast, just above the German army, he kept firing. He had stopped several tanks on his first sortie, forcing them to retreat, and by the time he completed the third, he had taken out a troop transport and 4 tanks.
Excuse me, sir, but why are you so happy?
Happy? Of course I'm happy. It's not every day I get to deliver good news to one of my men, Corporal.
Excuse me, Colonel, sir. I believe you wanted to see me.
Of course, Lieutenant. Come in. You know Corporal Burns.
Of course. We met the day I arrived. You did want to see me, right?
Burns, read the citation to Carpenter.
With pleasure, sir. Lieutenant Charles M. Carpenter, in recognition of, along with your normal duties, of flying reconnaissance over enemy lines, you took it upon yourself to bring the fight to the enemy, your swift actions on September 20th. With no concern for your own safety, attacked, immobilized, and destroyed tanks of the German army, as well as German ground armored vehicles. It is in the honor and tradition of the United States Army that you are promoted to the rank of Major, along with the Bronze Star with oak clusters.
Congratulations, Major Carpenter.
Thank you, Colonel. I got to tell you, I'm a little taken back, sir. I thought you might have called me for a dressing down, sir. I never expected a promotion, sir.
You earned it, Major. But next time you come up with another idea, I'd appreciate it if you run it by me first.
Yes, sir. I'll run it by you. I promise.
Did you hear about what General MacArthur did when he returned to the Philippines?
No? What happened? Well, you know he likes his picture in the papers, right? Worse than Patton. So what did he do this time?
He set up the whole thing of him walking on the beach and proclaiming, "I have returned."
How's it coming on your grasshopper story? Actually, I just found out about a pilot that mounted bazooka tubes on his grasshopper. You gotta be kidding. Bazookas? I tell you what, send Honeycutt to gather notes and grab some pictures. Chuck, I don't get it. You're a major now. Why are you still bunking here with us? And not the other brass?
Well, first of all, they're all a group of snotty Ivy Leaguers. Plus, I feel very unliked whenever I'm around them.
Well, somebody must like you. There's a reporter from Stars and Stripes looking for an interview.
Is he now?
And there he is now. Major Carpenter. I'm Frank Honeycutt from Stars and Stripes. Mind if I ask you some questions for my story about grasshopper pilots?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Well, I understand that you've gained a reputation for your assaults against the Germans. I heard the soldiers have taken to calling you Bazooka Charlie. Bazooka Charlie? Are you putting me on? I'm just fighting the war. I'm not looking for fame.
I get you, Major. But we are also fighting the war. We try to personalize the war for the troops.
To give them something about you guys to read, something uplifting, something about their war experiences. You know, like the G.I. Joe cartoons. All right. Just what do you want to know? Okay, then. How did you come up with the idea of mounting bazookas on your airplane? It says here, he took out 4 tanks. He did that in one day?
Hey, Jeff, did you read about this crazy major? He's gotta be nuts.
4 Panzers? That's gotta be a record.
You're kidding? Carpenter is Bazooka Charlie. Now that's rich. Hey, Chuck. Have you seen the new Stars and Stripes?
No, I'll get to it. I'm reading a letter from Bunny.
You might want to take a look. Here, I brought you a copy.
Am I right to assume you got it from the Officers Club?
Yep. The guys are talking you up. You should hear them. Yeah, well, I guess the Colonel has seen it. Colonel, sir, the new issue of Stars and Stripes just arrived. I'm sure he has... Burns doesn't miss a beat. So,
Bazooka Charlie, what will you do with your newfound fame? Maybe you should go back to Pops. I'll tell you one thing. I'll never speak to a reporter again.
Brother, that's what I call turning up the heat.
Great. And here I'm stuck stateside. Go figure.
Carpenter, huh? Thank God he's on our side.
Major Carpenter continued to fly sorties. In October alone, he destroyed an armored truck along with 4 German tanks. All in all, his total kills, many military historians believe that he had destroyed 14 to 16 German tanks. Along with several ground-armored vehicles.
Man, oh man, that Bazooka Charlie got it all over Buzz Slider.
Jeez, that guy takes too many chances.
What? You jealous or what?
He escaped with a few bullet holes in his wing. Charles, you promised.
Well, Chuck. Looks like they can still write stories about you. You're one popular guy.
Don't rub it in. This Bazooka Charlie thing is getting out of hand.
Could be worse. At least they spelt your name right. B-A-Z-O-O-K. And A for Alpha.
Very funny. I think I'll go for a little walk.
Hey, Frank, what's up with Major Carpenter? He should be happy.
Major Carpenter!
I'm Major Carpenter. This isn't about a case of whiskey, is it?
Whiskey! No. Phillips, write that down.
Oh. Is something missing, General?
You're under arrest, Major. Phillips, read out the charges against the Major. Major Carpenter, you are charged with engaging in friendly fire with the willful destruction of an American tank dozer during the Battle of Harcourt.
That was an accident. The crew escaped. No one got hurt.
You can arrest him now.
The incident occurred when he was returning to reload from one of his last sorties. Down below, he saw a company of American infantry, pinned down under a bridge.
There's a few infantrymen in trouble. They're under heavy German fire. Over.
Major, we'll take care of it. What's their position? Over.
Negative. They'll never last that long. I see an American company not too far ahead. There's a clearing to my left. I'm setting down. Over.
Major! Do you read me? Major Carpenter! Come in!
You ever think about what you're fighting for? I think about what I'm fighting to get back to. It's been a long time since I've seen her. It's been a long time for us all. I hope they're keeping warm back home.
Major Carpenter commandeered a Sherman tank and ordered the troops forward.
Follow me!
The soldiers quickly move out, following Major Carpenter. The Germans continue to rain down fire at the trapped Americans. Caught between the Germans and the American advance, a tank dozer desperately tries to get out of the way.
Fire!
My God! Wow! Good, they all got out.
We're not gonna make it. Are we, Sergeant?
Try to hold it together, Private. We're not weak yet.
Just a little further, boys. We're almost in range.
Finally in range, Carpenter ordered the tank crew to open fire on the ridge above the trapped Americans.
Fire!
They pushed the Germans back, steadily advancing. The trapped Americans started shooting at anything that moved, unaware of Carpenter's advance. The Americans continued to push the Germans back. The Germans, still returning fire, begin looking for a way out. The Germans, overwhelmed, they ran, disappearing into the forest. With the trapped Americans now free, and a few German infantry taken prisoner, Major Carpenter headed back to camp.
Major Carpenter, I'm Major Potter. I've been appointed to defend you. May I come in? Sure. But I'd rather come out. Exactly what am I being charged with? What happened wasn't intentional. Well, intentional or not, the charge is engaging in friendly fire. Okay, so what am I facing? Where do we go from here? Well, first, there will be a trial. And if you are convicted, you will face a hefty prison sentence. Or what? Or you could face a firing squad. Great. So what do we do? Tell me everything. Everything that occurred that day.
Colonel Parker, General Patton is on the line for you.
Good afternoon, General. What can I do for you, General, sir?
Tell me why Major Charles Carpenter is in the brig! That's what you can do for me, Colonel!
General, sir. He shot off the blade of one of our tank dozers, General.
Look, Colonel! I just read the field report, Colonel! The charges are a pile of horse hockey, understand, Colonel? Horse hockey!
But General, sir, he acted alone. He disregarded orders not to engage.
His actions that day make sense to me, Colonel! Did you really expect him to let those boys die in that foxhole?
No, sir. Of course not.
Is there some reason you're keeping him? You are to release Major Carpenter immediately, and the charges are to be dropped immediately!
General? Do I make myself perfectly clear, Colonel?
Clear as glass. General, sir.
So tell me, Major, what's the first thing you're gonna do once we get back? If you don't mind me asking.
Not at all. The first thing I'm gonna do is take Rosie for a spin. Open the window. And breathe in some fresh air.
Hey, Chuck! You missed mail call. Here, it's from home.
Dear Charles, thank you for all your letters. It helps to know you're okay. But the time between letters seems like an eternity.
Anyway, sweetheart, I'm sending you pictures of the Christmas tree along with pictures of Carol as soon as I pick them up on Monday.
You know Mrs. McHale from across the street? Well, her son Quentin paints. He took the picture you sent me and painted your portrait. I have it in the living room. And every time I say Daddy to Carol, she points to it.
But don't worry, I framed your picture and have it on the nightstand by my pillow. So stay safe. You know I love you, Bunny.
Chuck! I've been looking for you everywhere!
Well, here I am.
Listen, Chuck, you need to change really quick. Get out of your flight suit. I have to get you over to the flight field. The Major wants us all there, in dress uniform. Come on, let's get a move on.
Did your grandmother teach you to drive, Sergeant?
Major Charles M. Carpenter, in recognition of your heroic actions beyond and above the call of duty, I came here today to personally award you the Silver Star. Thank you, sir. I want you all to know, he is the kind of fighting man I want in my army.
Chuck, fancy meeting you here.
Well, hello, Freddy. Great to see you, kid.
Chuck, am I seeing things? You're a colonel now. When did that happen?
Not too long ago. I'm here to get the results of my annual physical. How about you?
Same here. But I just had my review. Great to see you, Chuck. Maybe we'll run into each other again. I've got to get going.
Yeah, maybe sometime, Freddy. Take care of yourself. Major Winchester. Colonel Carpenter. I have here the results of your recent physical. You look concerned, Major. Is there a problem? I'm afraid there is. There's no easy way to say this. I'm a big boy, Major, if you don't mind. Just spell it out. The pain you are feeling in your neck is not due to any muscle strain, but in fact is Hodgkin's disease, which is at an advanced stage. There's no cure, is there, Major? No, not at this time, Charles. You have 2 years, possibly more, before you succumb to the disease. I'm very sorry. So am I. So I'm going back to the States? You are restricted from flying, and you'll soon be discharged and returned home. Thank you for telling me, Major. I don't know how to say you're welcome. Again, I'm sorry. That is all. So tell me, Bunny, what's for dinner?
Charles! When? How? You're home!
Bunny? Where's Carol?
Carol? Oh... She's upstairs, asleep in her crib.
Asleep? I'll try not to wake her.
Charles! Wait! I'm not dreaming. Am I, Charles? It's really you, right?
Yep, it's me in the flesh.
The football game tomorrow is going to be a real challenge.
Yes, but I heard the team is ready for them.
Carpenter returned to teaching history at Urbana High School.
Today, we are going to discuss the Battle of Antietam.
The Army doctors were wrong when they told him that he didn't have long to live. But Charles was made of sterner stuff. He continued to teach until some 20 years later, when Charles, Bazooka Charlie, died on March 22nd, 1962.
She wasn't supposed to be there anymore.
We marched 10 miles today.
Good work, Corporal.
That is quite a hike. How about that Bazooka Charlie? What a character.
That USO show last night was truly something, wasn't it? I haven't seen a screen that bright since I left home.
Tell me about it. Bogart and Bacall, huh? Pure cinema.
Best entertainment we've had in months in Tillman.
Yeah, brings a little Hollywood magic to the telling you.
To a hell of a day, and to Betty Grable. I saw Rita Hayworth in a newsreel today, Sergeant. Save the gossip, men, until we hear the news from back home.